EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Rush working from the gun. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. They go play action with Rush. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rush. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his 3rd division championship in as many years.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Stroud looking to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
Wester on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Waste of time. Wait for this. Pick him up.
2nd and 9. To throw is Rush. They set up the screen for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Delay of game, offense.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Now Rush. The check down here for Henry. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Play action. Here's Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Motion man left is Kirk. Stroud sets up the play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play action. Stroud now. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Option right, here's Stroud. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Fairbairn on for the field goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake. Here's Rush. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
At the 16-yard
free
line.
safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw Rush. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's Rush to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of something.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Ravens have got it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Ravens ready to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll try the bootleg with Rush. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Rush. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
24 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Inside handoff, Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Hill going to try the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Rush. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Complete to Likely. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On fourth down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stroud to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
13, Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stroud working out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud as the first half is winding down. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Rush. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Looking to put a drive together. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down, Texans.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route run.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids.
half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches.
Bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Henry up the middle. Pushing his way through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
15 more yards.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, rush. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Rush. They set up the screen to Hill. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud out of the gun here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Chubb on the read option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't, and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rumble.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Henry. Wiggles free. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 99 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
Baltimore Raven.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on here to punt it away. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spot.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. Chubb running to the wide side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
103 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 6. Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now rush. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Complete to Zay Flowers. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Rush to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Back to throw, Rush. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Flowers going to go in motion right. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Rush working from the gun. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Rush. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing here, Rush. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Cooper Rush, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 27-13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd
and when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up
up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Motion man left is Kirk. They'll run for it. Here's Chow. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Fairbairn is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
The
Ravens offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.